Hello, I am so happy that you guys came and visit me here on the farm. And why are you coming during Christmas period? Huh?
Yeah.
I also did not see a better way to spend my Christmas. I just came here to declutter and be with the animals and just be with nature and Zosie and all.
Yeah, you guys are now a part of the family. That is so true. Once you come and once you actually start talking the same language, it's actually amazing.
Absolutely.
Why did you come?
I feel like this is the best space for me to develop myself, to be stimulated by nature, by animals, and be around people who understand the importance of self-development.
Really, that is amazing. Young people like you. How old are you?
I'm 26.
And you?
26.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing that you guys are so into. I mean, I know how open to change you are. I have seen you in the classroom from the beginning, and but you know, what other things would you have done if you didn't come here? What would you have done?
Most probably visit family, but again, with family, you find yourself falling back to the patterns that you are trying to escape from. So it's best to be in a space where you feel your growth is being supported and guided. So this is why we're here even during Christmas. We'd rather be at the farm next to Viva.
And I'm challenging you all the time with tasks and activities and things like that, and you're not scared even, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So now, what challenges actually, I'm not your culture, I'm not your age. Share with me what challenges are you actually facing at this point in time in your life here in South Africa, in this specifically here in KwaZulu-Natal? What's happening in your lives? What's your challenges as young people?
For myself, I'm finding it hard to connect with anyone, and because I think the conversation I have with my peers is very different in my head and in their head, so we don't think at the same mental capacity. So I'm having trouble to relate to their topics or the things that they like or anything really. So it's a lonely journey, but
Right.
it's whole worth it.
Wow. That's quite an eye-opener to me. And you?
And for me, I'm finding the biggest challenge I'm finding is how we in our culture and age are so restricted by the cultural upbringing we came from. We are following patterns and cycles and thinking ways that are no longer really working in this digital space, in this digital world. So I find that it's a huge barrier. And then also in our age, we are trying to be cool socially. We are trying to mix education and entertainment. And so this is a huge barrier to our culture, and like being those conversations, they always, you find it's hard to interact with your age group because they find you too serious, too strict, too whatever. Yeah.
Too boring.
Too boring.
Yeah.
Really, because they just want to have party.
Yeah.
And they just want to be social and,
Yeah.
and don't take life so seriously. Don't think about yourself.
Don't think about your
The
10
more
years,
noise
20
we
years.
can make, the less we have to think about ourselves. Huh?
Indeed.
Isn't that true? Huh?
Yeah,
That
they
is so-
say YOLO.
Yeah,
But now-
exactly.
But now, how are you guys going to make it? What is the solution? What can we do? How can we, in 2026, have a plan? What can we start doing radically to wake up? But maybe I must first ask, how many people of your age would you say is waken up and aware? I mean, they haven't had the chance like you to go on an A to B course where you had an organization that was open-minded for self-development. So first tell me, what percentage would you think of your peers
If
are asleep still and unconscious of self?
From personal experience, I work with about 100 to 500 individuals, usually in my age, and I find that maybe 10% or 5% are willing to change, are open to change. 90-80% are not.
Why are they not willing to change? What is going on? What is the reason?
I think they don't even know that what do they need to change in their lives. So they're still stuck in everything else that they do, especially the environment they're in. So
what are they
just-
stuck in?
they're
What
stuck-
exactly is making them stuck? Is it the environment?
Yes,
It's a big
the
factor.
environment. The
So
people
are you
that-
talking about the culture, the social environment?
Yes,
And
We
that makes them stuck.
yes.
So it's all about the ecosystem, the environment. That's
Yes.
why, so by the way,
Uh-huh.
we're creating the ATB Ecofarm so that we can pull people out of that
Mhm.
environment
Yeah.
and into another environment that something can happen to them.
We are talking many things when we mention environment. We are talking traditional education, we're talking
At home.
culture, we're talking lifestyle, we're talking many things that encapsulate the environment or encompass the person's environment. So this is, I mean, the biggest challenge for them. They don't see a problem with their lifestyle, with their education, or how they learn and how they aspire. All these things, they are not questioned because it's happening all around them.
Yeah.
So is it that they just copycat?
Yes.
That's
Copy
the
and
biggest.
paste.
Copy and
Copy and
yes.
paste.
They copy and paste each other,
Yes.
Each other's lives.
Yes.
each other's lives.
Yes.
If my uncle is doing this, if my father is doing this, if my neighbor is doing this, then it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't question it. Or rather, if I question it, I will attract a backlash. I'll attract problems that I'm not ready for. And you go back into that topic of fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and it's just fear of abandonment. These are the things that really are the biggest challenges for us.
Okay, so you're basically then saying they're copycatting each other and each other's lives because they fear. So fundamentally, it's because they fear. What are they fearing?
Being abandoned by
Being
Being
abandoned,
rejected.
Being
Yeah,
rejected.
being rejected.
So it's all about fear of rejection.
Yes.
Indeed.
Now, why are you two pretty people not fearing rejection so much? Why did you wake up, or are you still fearing rejection? Because I can imagine, I was also young as like you, and I had a lot of fear of rejection, peer pressure type of thing.
Yes.
I think I have a bigger fear than being rejected. I think that's why I'm here.
What is the fear?
Yeah.
Mm.
I fear being in the same place I was.
Mm.
So
That gives me goosebumps
That's powerful.
because you're fearing that you will stay like that,
yes.
and you don't want to be like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Whereas they actually, majority people, you said 5% or 10% wake up, the others are still asleep. And remember, neuroscience, as I taught you in module 1,
Yes.
says that 1 out of every
Yes.
8 people will change when they get an opportunity, the
Mm.
others will stay stuck, obviously because of fear
Mm.
and because of ecosystem, environment factors and so on.
Mm.
But you decided that you fear more
Mm.
to stay the way
Mm.
Yes.
the life is,
Mm.
and you would rather be the only one jumping out
Yeah.
and be the odd one
Yes.
because you don't suffer from fear of abandonment so
Yes.
much. So you fear more that you won't achieve your goals or your end result.
Yeah.
That tells me that you too have got goals. So it means there must be something. You're not just looking here to other friends and peers and family and big people that control you. You actually are looking at something else. You're looking at your own end result.
Yeah.
So does it mean that
Yeah.
is it true? Do you have an ER, an end result?
Absolutely. I think people need glimpses of success in their lives. And I've had those glimpses in sports. I've felt what it's like to
in
score a
sports,
goal,
did it
to
you?
win a tournament, to win a trophy because you worked hard for it. So again, my fear is not working hard enough and not achieving the goals that I know I'm capable of because I was scared of looking awkward, of looking boring, of looking too serious.
But that helped you to start having a goal, a bigger goal for your life. And
Yes.
now you've got a goal for your life?
Absolutely.
What is your goal?
To summarize it,
Your end result.
my end result is independence.
Yeah?
In other words, I'm being dependent on a system, on a municipality, all these things is my biggest fear. So I want independence, and I've seen people who are independent. I aspire to be like them.
So you want to be a self-agent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even if you're just one alone and you are an eagle that
Yes.
can fly by yourself, you
Yes.
want to be
Feed
that.
myself.
You don't want to be the chicken that is complying and that is worried about what the other chickens think of you.
Yes.
Is that who you are?
Yes, that's
That's
my end
amazing that we've discovered you guys. And have you got an end result?
So my end result is just being able to do whatever I want and not comply with all the rules and regulations of the world. So I don't want to have to wake up in the morning and for a 9 to 5. I want to be able to just jump. If I need to be there, I need to go there, and then go there. I don't need to tell someone and ask for permission. I want to lead my own life, and be my own leader of my life.
So you want to make your own choices
Yes.
and take responsibility for your choices.
Yes.
And then not blame other people because of your own choices. You want to show you can be, it's same, it's the self-agency that you
If
stand.
it backfires, it backfires. It was my choice.
And then you learn from it, stand up, admit it, and you
do
go
it
on.
again.
And go on and learn
Yes.
from it, because every time
Yes.
you make a mistake, you grow 5 times, according to neuroscience.
Yeah.
5 times faster from making a mistake rather than to be too scared because you're worried about what other people think.
Absolutely.
Or
Maybe
you fear failure.
if I can add another ER that aligns with independence, is developing skills and competences that will be valuable to the world and to myself in the next 5, 10, 15 years. So my ER that I work on a daily basis is developing those skills, researching those skills, and again, going down into them every day.
Do you realize that you actually cannot fail if you start believing more in yourself? And you're 26 years old. When I was 26, I didn't have this level of self-belief or self-agency yet. And the more you just believe you can, the more it drives, your belief drives you to achieve. So that's the big thing. But if you lend your ear out to other people and fear mongers, then they're going to start making you to double doubt yourself and do whatever. So that's the important thing, because that's where the biggest mistake comes in, when anything comes in your ear to make you to doubt yourself. That is, you better. It did.
I'm happy that you've taught us about power partners and power zappers.
Exactly.
We can see them instantly.
They're going to try to doubt and try to tell you you can't, and they're going to tell you every story.
Indeed.
And you've got to fake it until you make it. That's life. Nobody knows anything from the beginning. You must just do it. So if you look at the successful entrepreneurs of the world, there's a guy called Tony Factor. People, they didn't even go to school properly because they had dyslexia and what. But they just had self-belief. And that's the thing. And then you mix with power partners and not with power zappers. You start turning your back. Even if it's your family, you just slowly but surely, you don't have enough time anymore, and you're too busy, and so that you don't get your ears to be contaminated by power zappers.
Yep, like this Christmas, we are here because we want power partners. Are
we power partners?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. No, look, and I, just as much as you need power partners, I need power partners until the day I die. And it's got nothing to do with age or skin color. If you don't deliberately find the right humans with the same mindset, you're going to fall back into the power zapper world. And you said correctly, that's between 5 and 10%. People are power partner orientated people. The others are going to be power zappers.
Yeah.
So you've got to dodge a lot of people.
You need a huge filter, yes, as you go around the world to find out who is a power partner. So a strong filter, perceptive eyes, clear ears, etc.
Okay, but now I'm going to ask you the last question.
Okay.
A2B transformation movement has been trying for 25 years to actually understand how are we going to optimize humans in Southern Africa, because we're working in all the other areas of Southern Africa as well. And Africa is seen by the first world as a poverty country, and they keep on asking for handouts from overseas, and in the meantime the country is full of gold and platinum and steel and riches. So it's all got to do with the mindset of the people. And if you say that even in 2025 only 5 to 10% of people are open to change, and the others are either maybe slow, maybe they are willing if you give them a lot of support and 2 or 3 or 5 years of structure, then they're going to change. And then there's at least 30% that is resistant to change, very seriously resistant to change.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just give me wild guesses. What can we do to actually wake up this people in Africa, especially the new generation? Forget about the old people. The new generation, this is 30 years after apartheid. What can we do to wake up the brain? Because you know what it means to be conscious, because it means you are looking inside yourself and you are starting to care about working on yourself on the inside. What must we do that what actually is going to wake people up? What is, even think extreme, I don't care what you say.
Oh gosh. I think the way we came here is one of the ways we can crack our youth into consciousness. So bringing A to B into places like workplaces, where they probably have to comply to all these rules and the teachings and everything. So fear kind of motivates people to do something.
Yes.
So if you're in a workplace, then you know there's certain things that you cannot do, like be a fear monger.
Yeah.
So they'll then be able to live that life. You know, they'll be able to like get it, understand everything that we're learning here. If we just put it into the workplace first.
So if a leader of a workplace understands that they're going to wake up their people and they're going to become much more vavavoom, and there's going to be a much bigger percentage, because they are earning a salary, so they will do it because they
have to do
they have to do
it's
it.
Not a maybe.
It's not a maybe. It's part of the job
That's
description.
part of the job. Yes.
And
So now,
growth.
so they're gonna, their conscience is gonna wake up in such a way that they're gonna act that way even if they're outside of work.
Yeah.
Because it's their everyday life.
So the workplace is now critical to actually bring A to B in, and to bring the movement of a human from the A levels to the B levels to high levels of response, able and consciousness, which is productivity, which is competency, which is bringing the company to a higher level.
Absolutely.
But then it's a self-development at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you do to, if workplace is one thing, what else can we do?
If I was a manager or a teacher, I would encourage our system, our school or our workplace to visit the A2B farms frequently, at least once a month. The whole staff or the managers to go into the farm, or the school kids to go into the farm, to be away from their devices for a day, for a week, to be away from what they are used to seeing and listening to. I think for me, that would really move people. It would get us closer to a higher percentage of people changing, to get them into the A2B eco farms, out of their comfort zones, doing labor work. We are so used to
challenging them with activities.
Other activities next to animals. It's surprising how many of our people in our culture have never walked into a forest or for hiking, have never been next to a pig, a dog. It's surprising. So all these things, I believe, can give people different experiences, little wins, victories that they can say, I've had a glimpse of what it's like to be successful, to be happy, because I've been in that farm.
Wow, that is so powerful contribution you've given. It is absolutely that exposure to things. So they must come for activity day programs, or they must come and sleep over and be challenged day and night or whatever, and they must do it on a more regular basis from school age. So now we've got the school that needs to do that type of outings the whole time, and then there must be people challenging them, and then there must be all these tools and materials and situations and mountains and animals and things.
Yes.
And that actually starts opening them up.
Absolutely. For a kid, the conversation would be interesting if they just came from an A2B farm, and then they go back home and they can analyze their own parents, their own family members, and say, okay, now I see the gaps. I see where my mother or my father is not really doing so well because they've learned what A to B is teaching us. Power partners, anxiety down, volition up, all these principles.
It's life skills.
Challenge
on the best
response.
levels.
On the best levels.
I mean,
A to B is a journey.
It's a life skill journey.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I can't wait to actually see you guys as the leaders of this country in some way or another. Definitely, there's no ways you can undo what you've learned.
No.
And you can just go forward. And thank you so much for your contribution, your visit. And yeah, you're part of this family. You're going to be plugged in from time to time. And once you're qualified, you are going to be paid to work on teams. So you must, even if you go in different directions, you must come and work on team. In January, there's opportunity. To work on team.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Viva.
Bye. Yes.